Welcome to Memoirs of an Unknown Man. Thank you for all of your support, all your likes and follows, and for subscribing. Your support keeps me going. I appreciate every one of you. I'm your host, Mike, and today we will be talking about anxiety. I'm going to give you some statistical data, and then I'm going to talk about my experiences with anxiety and a few of my major triggers. And lastly, I'll discuss ways that I've learned to help deal with and cope with anxiety. Anxiety is an intense, excessive worry and fear of everyday situations. It often causes an adrenaline boost or the fight or flight response. It causes sweats and heart racing. Anxiety affects over 30% of U.S. adults, and women are twice as likely to suffer from anxiety disorder than men. It is very closely connected to depression. Many times, if you have anxiety disorder, you will develop depressive symptoms, and a lot of people with depressive disorder develop anxiety over time as well. I personally have a very mild case of anxiety. I do not have major panic attacks or full meltdowns. If yours is severe, please seek professional help. I am not a doctor, nor am I a licensed therapist. This is just my experience and my research. My anxiety is most commonly triggered by work stresses. In 2019, I worked for a boss that was extremely traumatizing to me. He would scream at me, talk down to me, insult me, you name it, he did it. It was bad. Ever since then, my anxiety goes through the roof at every new job and anytime something goes wrong at a job. Even if it's not my fault, if it is my fault, it doesn't matter. My anxiety goes way up, worried about what will happen. I did a previous episode on condescending people and feeling stupid, and all that plays back to my childhood days, but that's also what triggers me when I get talked to at work or something goes wrong at work, and it brings me back to the young me, which I don't like, and that triggers my anxiety. Another major trigger for me is around sick people. I always joked or said that I have a vomit phobia. Since having kids and a morning sick wife during pregnancy, it has improved immensely, but it's not completely better. I am not OCD or a germaphobe, but when I'm around sick people, I kind of freak out inside. I feel an extreme worry and the need to run away. My flight kicks in. I don't know what caused this. I don't know why, but I've always had an issue when I've been around a sick person, and I get very worked up and very tense, and my anxiety goes through the roof. And the last trigger, which I think is pretty common with a lot of people, whether you have anxiety disorder or not, is going to new places with new people and not knowing what to expect or where to go. A perfect example for me is jury duty. I get out of jury duty a lot because of mental health excuses, but there has been a time when I had to actually report downtown for jury duty, not actually in court, but report for jury duty downtown. And this required going down, finding parking, walking to the correct building, getting all situated. And it was stressful. I panicked all night the night before, messed up my sleep. I couldn't stop thinking about it. My mind continuously was racing. Things like this, walking into the unknown, cause high anxiety for me, and I think a lot of you as well. I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, about an hour north of Philadelphia. I have received summons to go to Philadelphia jury duty, and that completely freaks me out. Luckily, I've been able to get out of them with my mental health excuses, but I don't believe I could do that. It's too far away. It's too big of a city and way too stressful. So some of the things I've read about to help calm myself, some of the things I practice that help me are breathing and taking a moment to just feel myself. And what I mean by that is I just sit somewhere quiet and I just pay attention to me, like to the physical me, not even my thoughts or anything like that. What do I smell? Where am I? Am I in a chair or on the couch? What does it feel like under me, under my butt? And then long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And that helps to calm and slow down your breathing, and it slows down your heart rate, which in turn calms you down. The next thing in an instance like jury duty that I find really, really helps is I research. I look up where I'm going to go, make sure I know exactly where I'm going, have directions to it. I know what I need to bring. I know where I need to report to. And if possible, I try to find someone to talk to that's done it before and can help me prepare for what's to come. This all gives me a sense of control. And a lot of anxiety is about not feeling like you're in control. So when I do all this research and I know what I'm doing, I feel like I have more control of the situation and I'm not lacking the intense loss of control. A few other good things to help are physical exercise. I've talked about this for depression as well, but getting out, getting sunlight, vitamin D, exercise helps immensely with mental health and just overall feeling better. Journaling, keeping a diary, writing it down, that helps. It gets it off your chest, makes you feel better and gets it out. Or talk to a therapist, a licensed therapist, but get the feelings out. Don't hold on to them. That gives you that sense of control that you need. That's all I have for today. I hope this helped you some, and if not, I hope it at least entertained you. As always, give us a thumbs up or 5 stars, subscribe, follow, find me on social media. I will leave the links in the description. I appreciate any and all of your support. Let me know what you think of this episode. Leave a comment. Give me your anxiety advice and experiences. And I will talk to you next week. Thank you for listening.